everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Jets going up against the Browns. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting... The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. The fourth-year man out of Eastern Illinois, Jimmy Garoppolo, leading them out onto the field.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game.
Forte, and he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
The struggles of the New York Jets offense in 2016 were well documented. They struggled to run it, struggled to throw it. A lot of that because of inconsistent quarterback play. A big reason why they ended up 26 overall in offense in the NFL and went from 10-6 in 2015 to 5-11 in 2016.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Pass interference, offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On is the second-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Look at the spin. Balance. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Deshaun Kaiser, the former Notre Dame man, will lead his troops onto the field.
And what an intriguing mix of
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. And the defense for New York.
This defense is well respected around the league, and in 2015, they were ranked 4th overall in total defense. You move ahead to what they did last year, it looks pretty good on paper. 11th overall, just outside the top 10, but that collection of talent didn't pay off in the wins column. The team went 5-11, and they're looking to get all these pieces together and put this talent back on display.
Here's Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Blake Bortles leading the charge offensively. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And caught right side, Green. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second down, 8. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And Crowell lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. To start this drive from here. Let's go. 3-19. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kite looking for Brett. Intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime?
And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. It's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
On third down, here's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot. Hot.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back
Still
5.
fourth down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. They'll run with Crowell, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kaiser from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Here we go.
On second down, Forte. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Deshaun Kaiser in the Browns offense. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They go play action. Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Pennell with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Got a man. It's the rookie Ardarius Stewart. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
From the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Second down, Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Brent, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always always good to have wide receivers with height. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Anuno's got it, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on second. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Browns are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Jets didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. About halfway through the second, defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go for a loss of 7. Jets now late in the second. Green's going to cough up the football here. Offense out now after the fumble. Kaiser on the money to his receiver, Kenny Britt. And he finds his mark for the score. The lead grows to 4. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Godden.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now Kaiser. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Now he opts for the spin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jets on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Garoppolo now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Kaiser. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, they run with Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I can never stump you on stats, but go ahead and let the people know. Who was 2nd in the NFL in 2016 in yards per carry?
It was that man, Bilal Powell, right at 5.5.
He may have had to share some carries in the backfield with Matt Forte, but boy, he took advantage of his touches.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
They'll try and get it with Forte. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that up.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
So they're going to go for 2.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case...
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Let's go!
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Mike Pennell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jets take possession. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stewart. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, this is Forte. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Time running out here on the play clock. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie of defense. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On third down, it's Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly...
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Kaiser. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Twisting away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start on the ground with Forte. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, Hill. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another run, this time Forte. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, Hill. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
The Jets on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Enunwa was the Jets' 2nd leading receiver last year, had 58 catches, only 1 behind Brandon Marshall, who, of course, with the Giants now.
A breakout season for him, a big-bodied guy. Many thought that he's more restricted to moving the chains. Had an ability to get downfield and make big catches as well.
And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Forte. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to